Today I'm removing and replacing an emergency communication antenna which was mounted by an electrician contractor, and I'm going to show you what happens after a number of years of an antenna being exposed to weather elements and all sort of moisture. And you see here the two dissimilar metals. This is supposed to be a copper ground clamp, and they've used a self-tapping screw here, which is not the correct way to do it, because you're supposed to use a nut and bolt system for a better connection. And because this is a different metal, the self-tapping screw is different metal than the copper, and the zinc plated metal here is getting rust. So in this case it's not too bad, I can say. I don't think they use a copper self-tapping screw. I never heard of that, so it's a regular self-drilling screw. Usually I use specialty grease here. I have this cheaper brand which it says aluminum to aluminum and aluminum to copper antioxidant. So you should use a specific one, copper to zinc, but this one works as well. And this is a bit too liquidy, like too soft, and will wash off much easier than a different type of brand. And they had this ground clamp attached to a small EMT, like galvanized pipe, which is mostly used on indoor electrical. It's like a conduit. And look what happened here. So much corrosion because of the two different metals. So again, on these joints I use antioxidant paste, and I don't have the right type, but the one I have right here, Ideal, made by Ideal, it's okay. It's okay. So also I use grease here inside of this this hole where I'm running the ground wire, the main ground line. And I'll show you this connector had only a little bit of tape on it. And I'll show you the other one, because that's the reason I'm recording this video. You see this antenna, this plastic exposed to the weather causes to break, and then the water sneaks in, because that's one of the reasons they use this shrink tube here, to prevent some water, but also is being used as a strain relief. So I don't know, maybe they've used some sort of a sealant inside, I can't say that. But look at these electricians, how they did insulation here. Just one or two layers of electrical tape on the linear arrestor, and that's it. And I'm quite sure the water did not get in, but I always use 3 layers of rubber tape. When you buy a new antenna, usually Sinclair sends you this type of tape, electrical tape and the rubber tape, and you stretch it and you make 3 layers, nice 3 layers, and then apply 3 layers of electrical tape on top of that. And it's not only acting like a water and vapor barrier, but is also acting as a strain relief. If you have this fat connector, which is LMO 600, an end connector for LMO 600 cable, they install this liquid type of conduit, but it puts lots of strain on the cable and on the connector itself. So it's lots of mechanical pressure, and so I'm going to use a number of tie-ups to relieve the stress on the connector, and also I'll use lots of rubber tape as a strain relief. And yeah, so everything should be fine. And look at the grounds here. Okay, so be proud of your workmanship.